50,000 people used to live here. Now it's a ghost town.
Hello, good morning. Welcome back to Cancer Corner on what is today easy run day. I'm not going to do a huge run today, about 6 miles, 7 miles maybe. And given the fog, it feels like running around Silent Hill. Give you a bit of a look at the visibility. There's a few shots from earlier, but believe it or not, this is pretty clear compared to what it was like an hour ago before I got out. You could barely see your hand in front of your face. I mentioned in my last video that I'd been a bit of a prat last week. I managed to hurt my calf. It finally feels like it's getting better, but it hasn't really affected me on the bike. But sort of training wise this week, it's been completely disrupted. Normally I like to try and do a hard run and easy run at the bare minimum. Hard bike, hard run, hard bike and easy bike. And then basically beyond that, I'll go for another easy run whenever I feel like, basically, just for a bit of fun, clear the head, and same for the bike. But this week, because of the car, that's had to totally change, so I've kind of just had to do what I could, basically, when I felt like I could. Made sure that things like rest and stretching, hitting the massager was the main priority. So yeah, so as I was saying, I just had to try and focus on getting the calf better. And I found with an easy bike on Monday that the bike just taking it steady didn't feel too bad. So I did a couple of sessions on the bike. One from the Zwift Academy Tri, and also for that I've ordered a foot pod. It's a Polar Stride, and so if you're interested in something like that, I'll do a little review on it when it comes. Should be there some point this week, and then it's just a case of getting on the treadmill and testing it out. So when the Polar Stride arrives, we'll do a little mini review on it, see what it does. I mean, I get most of my running metrics so far from my Garmin run strap, but well, it'd be interesting to wear both of them and just compare them, see how the obviously in theory they should both work the same, but I don't know, maybe one of them might be way more accurate than the other, so it'd be worth finding out. So because my training was disrupted for the week, I set a few little mini goals. Obviously, if you watch all my videos, you'll notice that a few days after my chemo finished, hang on a minute, I'm stuck in a pond. There it is. Whoops. It doesn't smell very good either, so I don't want to go wading through it. Anyway, so yeah, if you watch all my videos, you'll have seen me totally blow up on Alto Edge or Alto Zwift about a week and a half ago. So I've done a couple of sessions this week, just around routes on Zwift, with decent lumps of elevation in them, and then with the aim of having a blast up Alpen Zwift and actually making it up this time. I hadn't really structured a time in to do it, but I was a bit bored last night, so I thought jump on the bike, bit of fun, and we did Road to Sky, which I managed to get to the top, I'm pleased to say. Certainly no world-class times. I did it in 91 minutes, and no mad luck with the wheels either, so I got the polka dot gloves at the top, but from what I'm told it can take quite a few cents to get the wheels. But yeah, it was a pleasantly tough session. I tried to pace myself to avoid a repeat of the other week, and that worked quite well, but obviously the time, 91 minutes to do, I think it's about 9 miles of ascent, that could definitely be improved. But that leads me on to the next one that I want to try, is See the Mont Ventoux one when France comes back on the road. So yeah, the point of this, other than just showing off that I didn't totally crap my pants having a go again, is it's a good idea when you are sort of like when your training is disrupted to set little mini goals for yourself and just go for them. It works obviously the same if you plan on race and it's cancelled, like through COVID or any other reason that might pop up. So when training and racing isn't going to schedule and your events are getting cancelled, or like in my case, my training is just constantly disrupted every 4 weeks for treatment, yeah, you've always got the option of setting a slightly smaller goal and it can still be something that you really want to do. So yeah, I mean, Alton Swift I've wanted to do for a while, and yeah, to be quite honest, I was just a wuss. I hadn't spent a lot of time on the bike, so I didn't want to do it, but yeah, I kind of forced myself to do it because of the way the training had gone this week. I actually pleasantly enjoyed it, so I'll definitely be doing it again. And I'm hungry to get off on too now. We're almost at the end of the quiet part of the run and turning up the road. It's still foggy as hell, and yeah, hopefully just take it nice and steady and back home in about an hour. So on we go. Right, so we'll end the run there. It's 6 miles. Chucked the loop of the woods in at the end, just to round it up to about 10k. Might be just shy, I think. And yeah, basically coming off the back of an injury, I don't want to put myself in the same position as last week. As this week coming up, speaking of disruptive training, is my last full week before I'm back on chemo cycle. I have an MRI to go to first, and then next Tuesday I'll be picking up my chemotherapy drugs. Assuming the bloods are good. But yeah, so this week I've got sort of 5 days, but one of them is essentially a half day because I've got to go to hospital for the MRI scan. They happen every 12 weeks, so and they cause a fair bit of anxiety afterwards, something which cancer patients know as scanxiety. So I'll have that to deal with over the next few weeks. It does affect your sleep a bit, but best thing to do is just try not to let it get you down, but it is easier said than done. And and there we are. So nice, easy 6 and a bit miles, and yeah, assuming like you say the leg feels good in the morning, try and get out for at least that again, and then 1 day at hospital, and the rest of it hard work until the drugs kick in. So yeah, I'll leave it there, and yeah, catch us at the next opportunity. See you there.